with farmers, what we are doing for them is we help them to automate their farm activities like irrigation, detecting soil nutrients and all that. We are able to give them the market trend that this product is trending on the market, so you can grow this product, and at this point you'll be able to get this yield.
What is up, everyone? It's Hamdan on the channel. Let's dive right into some of the innovative and groundbreaking ideas born at the University of Mines and Tech. Today we had the opportunity to interview some of the contestants of the 8th Innovation and Career Fair being organized by the university. So we asked them questions about their experiences, projects, and advice they would like to give to people who are interested in going into the field of innovation and idea development. So please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let's dive right in. This is the first interview of the day, and I had the opportunity to interview you. Welcome back to the channel. Could you please introduce yourself?
I am Eliza Idom Demakpo, a student of UMaT's at the School of Railways and Infrastructure Development. I'm currently in year 3, an electronic and electrical engineering student. Thank you.
What is the name of the group and the project you've done during the Career and Fair Innovation?
Okay. So our group name is Safe Drive, and our project is also Safe Drive as well. That is a comprehensive driver monitoring and awareness system.
That's actually an interesting project. So what actually inspired you, like looking at other projects out there, what actually inspired you to venture into this type of safe drive thing?
So earlier this year, I was watching television with my mom, and then there was a new broadcast that 2,236 people were involved or were dead, which they were involved in a road accident. There were 14,323 cars that were involved and injuries as well. So I sat down and was like, then why don't we focus on the drivers? Because these reports were basically that these drivers were unwell to drive, and also some were drunk, and so some of these were the major causes of the road accident. So we sat down and planned, then why don't we build a driver awareness monitoring system which will be able to measure the drivers' health vitals and also measure the alcohol content of the level, so that we could create it in the ignition system of the vehicle. So if the driver is not unfit or is drunk, he or she will not be able to start the car and move it. But then if it's well and then is not drunk, he will be able to drive the car.
So meaning Project Safe Drive is just about tackling accidents, and then it kind of monitors the alcohol level, let's say, of assuming a driver is driving while taking alcohol. Your product will be able to kind of monitor the alcohol rate, and then to be able to transmit this data to the authorities for them to have some. That's actually interesting. So while doing this project, were there some challenges you faced?
Okay, so there were challenges. You see, these sensors, some of them were not actually getting in line with the standard threshold that they have. So we had to make some modifications in there, and also we're trying to implement a GPS tracking system in our project so that we'll be able to record the current location, the set of location, and the destination of the driver, and that was also giving us some problem. And then we're looking at providing a very secure system whereby anyone can take the test aside the driver.
In terms of, let's just say, the challenges, meaning some of the signals were not that kind of in the market, so you need to get some modified versions and all those things. So what of, like, were you able to get some, like, should I say, locally made, or most of them were being imported?
Okay, so we made the board ourselves. Yes, my team made the board ourselves. So we designed the PCB, we printed the board ourselves, and then actually we have a startup company that is Era Technologies. Yes, and Era Technologies, what we do is that we tend to educate people about innovation. Yes, we build innovative projects, pick them up, help people to understand how the world is evolving when it comes to the technological advancement and innovation. And also we help final year students build their final year projects. And also we build various projects and pitch it or kind of scale it up so that it will fit the international market as well.
How does your project actually works?
Okay, so as I said earlier, with our project, when the driver is set to start the car, we have various sensors inculcated in it, like the breathalyzer sensor, the pulse sensor, and the heartbeat sensor.
The heartbeat sensor.
Yes. So it will measure you have to blow in air into the breathalyzer sensor, and then it will record the alcohol content level of the driver. And also you have to measure your heartbeat rate and also your pulse rate. And when these data is being taken, there is a microcontroller based system where these data are being compared with the threshold values that we have, such that if the driver hasn't exceeded the threshold level, he or she is fit to drive, and that is connected to the ignition system of the car, and then the driver is set to drive. But then if the driver surpasses any of these threshold values, then the driver is not fit to drive and can't move the car. And after this, we have a management system whereby the various data and the records will be stored in there, whereby we have a driver's profile. And so the drivers have their name, their pictures, their contact there, and also for a particular day and time, the test that they will be taking. For driver A, you have his name, the time that he took the test, and whether he passed any of the tests or failed any. And we have a data analysis where you have to check, let's say for a month or for a half year, maybe this particular driver didn't really pass the test on alcohol content basis, and so the company has to check or give him some basic guidelines to follow, and also give him some health tips to follow.
So meaning in summary, for someone to use your device, you just need to blow air onto the device, and the device will be able to determine whether the person has taken alcohol or not. And then you are also having a management or a database management system which has whatever that is happening in the system. So meaning whatever the sensors are recording, they will forward it to the database management system, and then it can tell whether this person in this day made, or let's say took alcohol while driving. That's actually a nice and innovative idea. What advice would you like to give to someone who is interested in doing projects like this?
Okay, so I would say that you should do your research when you look into the market. Maybe the project that you are bringing on board, someone has done it already, but what can you make it new to it? See, with our project, they already have a system whereby we'll be able to measure the alcohol content, but we are combining these three, measuring the health vitals of the driver and also the alcohol content, and so that actually modifies it. And so we will call on to investors to invest in our project, and so that we'll be able to scale it up, and that will be a top notch.
Eliza, I really appreciate having you on the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So we'll catch up later. Bro, thank you so much for having you on the channel. This is my second interview of the day, and I'll be interviewing this gentleman over here. So, and he'll be sharing with us their projects, what they did in the career and innovation fair at the University of Mines and Tech. So, could you please introduce yourself?
So my name is Philip Jima Apia, and then I am the founder of Ideation Axis. Ideation Axis is a venture studio startup. You know, Ghana, our GDP, we get 40%, approximately 40% coming from SMEs, that is small and then medium scale enterprises. And my goal as a founder of a venture studio startup is I want to raise 5,000 youth-led businesses by 2057. That is when Ghana is going to be 100 years, to push our economy, to an upper, or let's say above average, above middle level income country. And one of the projects one of the companies that we are building is Smart Trade, which we presented today. Smart Trade, 247 Smart Trade. It comes from the word smart agricultural trade.
So this agri trade, what's actually inspired you? Like looking around, we have a whole lot of things we can do, but what actually made you to venture into the field of, let's say, agri, or what inspired you to venture into this product?
Okay, so my mom is a trader. She normally travels from Ashanti region, that is Obuasi in Ashanti region, to northern region. To various places to go and buy products to come and sell. And sometimes we have 7 days in the week. She can spend 3 days in car traveling long distances, going to get product from this place to come and sell. So it's actually a whole lot. And then my dad is also a farmer, cocoa farmer. Sometimes there is this local disease called akate. It can spread over the farm and then reduce productivity. So it's actually inspired me to come up with an innovation that we can introduce to help farmers and traders and every key player across the agricultural supply chain from farming to table. With farmers, what we are doing for them is we help them to automate their farm activities like irrigation, detecting soil nutrients and all that. We are able to give them the market trend that this product is trending on the market, so you can grow this product, and at this point you'll be able to get this yield. Yes, and then also one fact that we are also using to help them is we have integrated the disease detection system, whereby with a drone, let's say on a large farm, we can use drone to take quality pictures of the plants, the leaves, the fruit, or whichever it is. Then we upload these pictures on the cloud for the AI to analyze the content. So based on the patterns and then some of the features that it will show, the AI will be able to tell the farmer that this plant over here is having this particular disease or is going to generate this disease over time. So you need to follow these principles in order to mitigate them. On the part of the farmers too, we live in an economy where the people that grow the product are the same people that sell them, which shouldn't be like that. If I am a farmer, I grow them, I don't have to take my product to the market to go and sell them. So there should be a third party that can link the farmers to the traders. So right from the comfort of their homes, farmers can just market their products. They upload their products on our platform where we showcase it to people for them to buy, because having to travel a long distance, even traders on their side, robbery, accident, and it really affects them. Even forgetting about those factors, taking 3 days in a car to travel from one region to another, coming back, you spend a lot of time traveling, which reduces productivity and then efficiency.
Your research is pretty solid, and man, I really admire your research. And then you being able to kind of develop a drone system whereby it can take quality pictures of these diseases is something that's going to revolutionize the agricultural industry in Ghana here, because there's nothing like that currently. So like being in this process all along the way, were there some kind of challenges you had with the implementation of this your idea?
Okay, so as for the challenges, every company has challenges, and then we face a couple of them. The first one is technical challenges, which we were able to mitigate that by we need to regularly review the code, because the AI runs because we program it to run. What if it's failing? We need to always keep on making sure it's working. We also face cybersecurity risks, but working with farmers, data is very crucial. It is the most important resource as at now, and people always find means to get into data. So one problem we are facing is getting people into cybersecurity to protect the data. We have to take a year to train our own cybersecurity team, since we don't have the money to go and get people to come and do this for us. And also another problem we faced was the resources risk, whereby we are using cloud infrastructures. Looking at our standard, we are students. How can we get $1,000, $2,000 to subscribe to this cloud subscriptions? And we're able to mitigate that by utilizing the Sustainable Development Goal 17 partnership for the goal. So we reach out to some companies like MongoDB, who gave us support in terms of database. We didn't pay for that. Microsoft gave us cloud infrastructure, that is Azure, and their workspace that we are using for free. So we were able to also mitigate that by partnershiping with the top giants up there. We stood on the shoulders of the giants, and they are helping us right now. And another challenge we also faced was getting a team to come together to work on a particular product, which I had to take 3 months to go and learn more about influencing team and then team bonding and all that, which also took us longer time for me to get a team to come together. We have a team of 15 people specializing in AI, machine learning, cybersecurity, development, Internet of Things, and robotics, and getting them to come together to work when you don't even have money to pay them. It's kind of like, I don't know how to put it. And then the last thing we also faced was the compliance. We are dealing with AI, we are dealing with people's data. Now, in every organization, there are some regulations that regulate basically what you are doing, especially the use of technology, responsible use of AI, and all that. So we always have to make sure we are doing research to align our products to fit, the regulations, in order not to find ourselves wanting by the regulation, the bodies. Yeah.
So, like, is there any kind of advice you like to give to anyone who is watching and might be interested in embarking on a project like this? Something, just any advice.
Okay, so the advice I'll give to my fellow mates or my younger brothers or senior brothers is, Ghanaian economy thrives on SMEs. We shouldn't rely on government companies. Say, I want to finish school, I want to complete school, I want to get a job to do. This is not going to help us increase the GDP of Ghana. We are all blaming the government for this economic hardship and all that, but I don't blame the government. I feel if we the youth can come together and build our businesses, we can even support the government. I don't know if it's me. Yeah. So we can even support the government. So I advise you that if you really, really, really want to support your country, if you also want to make more out of what you have, we have a lot of resources in Ghana. Just get yourself a business.
Your project is actually wonderful, and then I believe at the end of the day, it's going to help farmers and also businessmen. And one thing I like about looking at what you said at the end of the day is we the youth should not just focus on the government employing us. We should try and see other ways we can do legally just to get something doing in order to help empower the economy along the way. So, Mr. Philip, it's really a wonderful opportunity speaking with you. So, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for the opportunity to advertise myself to the world.
Okay, then we'll keep in touch.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is the third interview of the day, and I really had the opportunity to interview this gentleman over here. So please, could you introduce yourself?
My name is Henry McCarthy Batplange, and I'm the team leader for Team Oblivion.
Wow. Team Oblivion. Wow, that's actually nice. So what truly inspired you to embark on this project?
The starting was actually rough, but to speak of what the inspiration behind it, most of the time I attribute it to some of our lecturers because they've been very good to us. I can actually attribute some to Dr. Mati, to Mr. Fari. Then most of all, I can give the thanks to Mr. Akoli. They've been very good to us. They've been most of our inspiration. Sometimes we really wanted to give up, but because of their little inspirations they've been giving to us, we kept on going. Then the other things too is to my team, because this is my dream team, and it's my dream team. It's amazing working with them, and I feel at home with them. So they also are my inspiration.
That's actually a nice answer. So, like, what is your project about?
To keep it short, our project is actually a drone that is tailored to humanitarian response in terms of natural disasters, but we tailored it to flood situation because the flooding situation in Ghana is becoming rampant nowadays. So we are deciding to do that one for the innovation fair.
So meaning you are actually using a drone to kind of to make it be like an emergency response for, like, let's say flood activities happening in Ghana here. And I think it's actually a very good and solid idea because it's going to save lives at the end of the day. So, like, embarking on this project, were there some sort of challenges you encountered while doing this project?
Yes, as the statement goes, knowledge is not free. So we encountered a lot of challenges. Sometimes we really wanted to give up. Being an inventor, you have to know that there are setbacks, but if you keep on going, things actually becomes better. We encountered a lot. We had financial challenges. We had to go in for funding, then a lot. But in all, God being so good, things work out. Things actually work out.
So, like, what actually makes your product unique as compared to other solutions or projects out there?
Yeah, me and my team have been building drones for some time. We've been building drones, but this drone that we build, because it has it's been integrated with the ground team. We're using NADMO. now the natural disaster agencies. So with NAMDMO, what we found out was NAMDMO was finding difficulty entering some terrains. So we can just deploy the drone, then the drone can help with the check. Then it can enter into various treacherous terrains, then people can be saved. At the end of the day, we are looking at the social impact, saving lives. Saving lives, that's the most important.
So, like, what advice would you like to give to someone who is interested in embarking on these type of projects?
The little advice I will give to such a person is I'll tell the person that you should never give up, because in a milestone, every journey starts with a step. So you should never give up. There'll be highs, there'll be lows. As an inventor, you just have to keep on going till you see your dream come true. So the only advice I'll give to him is never give up. And the last one is to always be humble, because people will take you to greater places. And as I'm speaking, if I'm here and my team is here, is as a great let me say, a great inspiration to us, because some lecturers got us this far.
So, meaning your advice is just that you should never give up, and then you should be humble. Henry, it's actually wonderful having you on the channel, and I really appreciate. So, anything again, or
Oh no, nothing again.
okay, then, man, we'll catch up later. Okay. This is the fourth interview of the day, and I really had another opportunity to interview one of the groundbreaking innovators at UMaT's here. So, man, I'm glad having you on the channel. So, could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Joshua Kofi Annan. I'm a final year electrical and electronic engineering student at Isikado Tekrade at School of Railways and Infrastructure Development.
So, my first question will be on, like, what type of project did you actually presented at the Career and Fair Innovation at UMaT's here?
Okay, so the project my team and I presented was a device for sterilizing our mobile phones, because we found out that it has a lot of germs on it. So we needed to create technologies where we are able to get rid of these germs. So we created an ultraviolet sterilizing chamber for that.
Because looking at nowadays, you see mostly after entering your toilet or bath or something, there are even a lot of surveys or videos showing up like the number of germs that have been accumulated on these devices, and that's actually something good, because it's more or less like, should I say, something in the form of like that is coming to save lives, because it's just coming to kind of reduce the spread of disease and all those things. And man, I really like your project. So what truly inspired you like to embark on this project?
What really inspired me was I got the idea that why should I be a science student? Because if you are a science student and you know a lot of technologies, a lot of ways to make lives better, why don't you just use it for your own benefit, or if for a better chance for other people's benefit? So I found out that there isn't only one way to tackle a problem. There are several ways to tackle it, and Ghana must also venture into certain areas of research. So my team and I came up with the PureGuard UVC, the ultraviolet sterilizing chamber, to get rid of the germs, on our mobile phones.
So, like, embarking on these projects, were there actually like some kind of challenges you encountered while developing this project?
Yes, one of the most challenging problems we encountered as a student was more or less about time management and research. Because we are dealing with ultraviolet sterilizing, there is the need for you to have adequate information about the technology you're trying to integrate within the community. So it calls for more attention and for more initiative, so that you'll be able to get the right facts and the right data, so that when you make the device, you have the interest of the people at hand as well.
So, what actually makes your product or project unique as compared to other projects in this fair?
Okay, so what makes our projects unique is that nobody actually considered using certain technologies within certain areas, because we got to know that the moment people got to know of our abstract idea, which is ultraviolet, a lot of people actually got scared. That's the reason.
Because they just saw like,
Because yeah, exactly, when they just saw the ultraviolet, they were like, isn't this harmful, isn't this? So this is more or less like one of the differences that we can set ourselves apart from other team members, because we are dealing with a technology that involves a lot of expertise and research. So that's what makes our work stand out, our main topic, which is the ultraviolet sterilizing.
I also think you, like, at the end of the day, you've kind of educated some of us, because a lot of people were like, because it's ultraviolet, it's going to be harmful to the human skin. Maybe after taking it out from the whole mention or thing, but I've also learned something at the end of the day. Yeah. So my last question will be on, what advice would you like to give to someone who is interested in going into something like this?
So my advice would be that get your facts as correct as possible. You need not to rely on the information other people give you, but you need to sit yourself down and get your information right. If not, you might have a project idea that you might think will not work, but when you spend a lot of time there, I guarantee you that you see your breakthrough.
So Mr. Joshua Kofi Annan, it's actually nice having you on the channel. I will catch you up later.
Nice to meet you too as well.
Okay. Then some other time. Okay. We are almost done with the video, and please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will link the contact details of the Career and Innovation Lab of the University of Mines and Tech in case you have any form of support, collaboration, or just anything you like to share with them. I also want to use this opportunity to thank Dr. Albert Buabin and also the Career and Innovation Department for giving us this opportunity to interview these students. I really appreciate